Hi, my name is Gustavo Duarte,
Hi, my name is Barry Bagmandine.
and today we're going to talk about two different myths about race. And the first myth is race means the same thing to everyone. As history shows, that's not the true thing back in the day. As white people thought they had superiority over any other race, and we can clearly see this because restaurants or when other ethnicities had to use the bathroom, it was segregated. So there was a bunch of segregation at the time, and we can see that changing over time. But now the same thing is happening around the world.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say about this?
I also agree that race doesn't mean the same to everybody. You know, to go alongside with what he was saying about segregation. Some communities and other groups of people defined race, you know, differently based on where they grew up, and I think that definition is changing because of social media and you know, because the internet is evolving and people are having a lot more access to the world around them. So I think back then segregation and people thinking what race meant to them was a strong felt idea because they weren't uh, having access to a lot of outside information about what race means to everybody else to really compare thoughts and grow from that idea.
Yep, and also what I was reading through the resources, history always shows that there's always one race that feel superior to the other one. We can see that happening with Germany. That happened
Yeah. So
when Hitler came.
so it was like that country or that group of people, they um, decided and they defined themselves to be a superior race, and believing that the races were less than others. That definition is is what makes this all different. Everybody doesn't believe that race is the same thing. Some believe that all races are equal. Some believe that all races are, some races are inferior to others. But that definition is changing as time goes on. Okay, so for the second myth about race, we believe that is false. Is the myth that just by looking at a person, you could group them into a particular race, and we believe that that is false because people have different ethnic backgrounds. People from different countries of origin, they come in a wide range of different colors. Being like a certain skin tone doesn't dictate where you come from. There America is a pure example of that. Americans come in all shapes and colors. It's really different. And for instance, I'm from Trinidad, and a lot of people think that a lot of Trinidadians are from Africa. They're from African descent. That they're not from Indian descent whatsoever. But I'm a prime example of somebody who doesn't exactly look where they come from, but just to prove that statement wrong, you can't group somebody in a particular race just by how they look or nationality. It just doesn't work that way. So, what do you feel about the
Well,
issue?
I feel the same way. People they don't know where I am from. They have a hard time. Actually, I'm from Peru, but um, yeah, I don't look Peruvian sometimes.
Do we believe in thinking that you're Spanish?
Yeah, the thing that because of my accent give it away. But
Just by
they,
looking at you, what do they think you are?
they say I have an accent, but I don't hear it myself. But that's another topic.
But just by purely looking at you, that you haven't talked yet. What do people think you're from?
If I don't talk, probably from Spain.
From Spain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, uh, people, like I said, they come in all different shapes and sizes and colors, and I think this is the biggest part. People think that just because like you look like a certain race means that you're a part of that certain race. Certain features, body features, not even necessarily skin color, but they use that, and they use that to judge where they think you are. They categorize where you are, and they use that to what they know now about what that race is. And if they section you off in their mind and say, oh, that person is a part of this race, you haven't even talked yet, they just purely looked at you and think, well, oh, he must be a part of blank because X, Y, and Z about his physical appearance. So it's those factors, they're false. They can be proven wrong. Not everybody who is a certain color or has certain features means that they're a part of blank race. So it is a false statement. Is there anything else you would like to add?
Yeah, I mean, like it's not just also about race. They also try to figure out like your religion, your beliefs, pretty much your whole integrity and what you are about just by looking at you. They're just pretty much trying to read a book just by looking at the cover.
Right. So, our conclusion on this is that it's a false statement. It is a myth.
Yep.
It's not true. So that's our two myths. And thank you for watching our video.
Yeah.